Judgmental thumbnail.
Hey y'all, it's me Alex. Today I kind of have a ranty-ish video. Well, I'll call it more talkative. I wanted to do a video on the difference between staying informed and living for the drama. Now, this is something that I struggled with when I first came to YouTube, when I first kind of joined the beauty community. I don't know how many of you have been following me since the beginning, but my channel kind of first started right around the time that whole Gerard Cosmetics, Manny MUA, Karina Kaboom thing happened. And I did make a video on that about how like online bullying is wrong. It was probably really ranty and unedited because I did not edit my videos back then. So if you want to find it, good luck with all of that. And so I think that's kind of how I kind of got, I don't want to say sucked in, because I genuinely do love the part of the beauty community that I'm in, the kind that I like to think stays really informed and really tries to not like ethically consume, but just really tries to think about what we do, what brands we buy from, things like that. And so like Gerard Cosmetics was a brand that I wasn't really supporting because of all of the reasons of like cyberbullying, and I didn't want to buy from a brand that the owner was calling people ugly. That's kind of how I got to the area of YouTube that I am. However, that kind of did lead me to a very negative place for a bit, and I want to talk about that a little bit. Basically, I did get to a place where I thought it was really fun to watch like drama videos and go on Guru Gossiper and see like how problematic everybody was, and I don't think that there's anything wrong with like liking problematic things or people, so long as you recognize that like, hey, people are human and we mess up and make mistakes. I was kind of in a place where I was kind of almost looking for things to call out about people, and it got to a point where like, I remember I was looking on Guru Gossiper thinking like, oh yeah, I'm totally just staying informed. Really? I wasn't even fooling myself, because I got to a point where I was looking up stuff about Kathleen Lights. This was before the whole N-word scandal thing, and up until that point I was like, okay, I want to make sure that she hasn't done anything bad or anything problematic. I want to make sure that I'm supporting someone who's really good, so I went on Guru Gossiper because, you know, that's a really good place to find out your information. And I remember I was looking under like her tag. At that point, the worst thing that people had to say about her was the fact that sometimes she complained about life stuff and didn't always have time to film. And so that was kind of when I realized that it was getting a little toxic, and I think we can all really fall into this trap because I think we all genuinely want to stay informed. We want to support people who do good things. We don't want to support people who are mean to other people, who say racist things, who are sexist, who are homophobic. At least I hope we don't want to do that, like me personally. So I kind of wanted to do a video on the difference between staying informed and living for drama, because I know that in the midst of when we're trying to do all of like the right things on YouTube, it can get to a point where we feel like everything is negative and everything is dramatic and we're looking for the next thing to happen. I just wanted to talk about this a little bit. If you see me looking down at my computer, one, that's where my viewfinder is, and that's also where all of my notes are. So here's basically what staying informed means to me. One of the big parts of me staying informed in the makeup community is keeping track of brands' cruelty-free status. It is very important to me that all of the makeup and skincare and hair care products that I consume are cruelty-free. So when things, you know, like the whole NARS thing happened last summer when they decided to start selling in China, that was something that I really wanted to know. Or for example, I remember there was a brand recently that a couple of my friends had pointed out. I forget what the brand was, but they had essentially stolen the PETA Bunny logo and put that on their website claiming to be cruelty-free, but hadn't actually gone through the like certification process and admitted to it and said that they're now going through the process, but that felt a little sketchy to me. It was a lesser known makeup brand, so it wasn't anything big. It's probably not anything that most of the people watching this are buying, but I feel as though that's important to mention. So that's one of the things that I consider staying informed about makeup. I need to breathe. My therapist says that I'm really bad at like taking breath sentences, and that's why I sound like this. Another way of staying informed to me is staying up to date with a brand or influencer's social media. I follow a lot of brands and usually smaller influencers on like Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, just because I'm genuinely curious as to what's going on, like if there's going to be a collaboration or if there's going to be anything I'm interested in or really not interested in. You know, I follow Trend Mood, which I know is kind of problematic because I've heard some stuff about like them stealing influencers' content or something, but I'm really genuinely not sure. And if you would like to let me know of any like less problematic accounts similar to Trend Mood, please let me know in the comments. But for me, just kind of staying up to date on product releases, what's up with people on their social media, things like that, to me, I just consider that staying informed. And sometimes when you stay informed, you can come across some negative stuff about a person or a brand, and I think it's our responsibility to act however we feel is appropriate to that situation. And the last thing for me about staying informed, for me personally, that involves unfollowing / boycotting brands and influencers that do problematic, and by problematic, I mean racist, sexist, or otherwise bigoted things without like apology or reflection or change. I think that's a big key there too, is the apology, reflection, and change part of that. If a brand or person genuinely apologizes and makes an effort to change, because I've seen a lot of things that are like apologies without actually changing, or apologies that are just excuses and like they continue to do whatever it is that they're doing. So that's something that would make me like unfollow or boycott a brand or influencer. To me, that's also a responsible part of staying informed. So to me, the main difference between staying informed and living for drama means that when you're living for drama, starting to get into a negative place, you get excited when scandals happen. And you also don't allow for people to like change and grow and make mistakes, but then like come back and be a good person afterwards. I think the change to a good person afterwards is the most important part, because, you know, not everybody is perfect all the time, but I do genuinely care as to how someone handles being criticized. I think also getting excited for a new scandal happens, to me that got real, that I think was when I was kind of at my lowest point when it came to caring about drama. I don't know, I felt as though it was always like the fun hot topic of the day whenever something bad happened, whenever somebody messed up. And I kind of did some self-reflecting and I was like, why do I get excited when something bad happens? That's not okay. I don't want to like anticipate someone's downfall. Whenever a big YouTuber like Jaclyn Hill or Laura Lee comes out with a collab, why do we hope that there's something wrong with it? Why do we hope that like they've had some drama with the brand or it got leaked early or something like that? I don't want that to happen. Like, I want people to be successful. I want for there to be good makeup out there done really well by people. I want them to be successful. So I don't like when we hope that someone's makeup line or someone's collaboration fails. There's a difference between like expecting someone to mess up and anticipating someone to mess up, if that makes any sense. Like, I'm gonna take Jeffree Star because he's probably just the biggest person out there as far as drama and scandal goes right now. He's not somebody who I really care for. I've talked about this in the past. That's just me. You make up your own mind. I think the difference is like, we can all say that, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if Jeffree Star was involved in some drama, but I don't want to be happy whenever he's involved in some drama. I don't want people to say racist things, to be sexist, to threaten people, to do any of that kind of stuff. There's sometimes when you say, oh yeah, that was very likely that it happened when it happens, but I would also want for people to grow and change. Like, I don't want to see Jeffree Star get into drama all the time. I'm not going to say I'm surprised when it happens, but I would also love to see for like him to genuinely change and to suddenly not be involved in a lot of drama and things of that nature. It's kind of like prepare for the worst, or at least prepare for the normal, but hope for the best out of people. You can prepare for, yeah, certain people are likely to say certain things or hurt people, or Tarte's always going to just release boring neutral palettes, but I'll get excited if like the brand changed, or, you know, things like that. That's for me kind of where I draw the line. I don't want to say that drama channels are inherently bad. I genuinely try to not judge the morality of anyone, which I know I'm coming off super judgmental in this video, so I hope If I'm being judgmental, please call me out in the comments, because that's just something that I do try and avoid. I'm going to say, from what I've watched, a lot of drama channels can be very negative and can sometimes come off as almost like threatening to the people that they're talking about. I don't say like it's necessarily reverse bullying or anything like that, but there's something squicky to me about creating videos about other people's negativity and like thriving and other people's negativity. A lot of drama channels or like guru gossip or anything like that can cater to the very extreme part of YouTube who wants to enjoy someone's downfall. And I'm not saying that enjoying a drama video occasionally is bad or anything, or even subscribing to a few. I don't think that's bad, but I think it's something that you have to be very, very conscious about. It's kind of like consuming only one news media outlet as opposed to a variety. Like, I feel like we need an NPR of YouTube, just very kind of like chill, laid back, not any drama. I feel like that's kind of Jen Loves Reviews. I feel like she's like the NPR of YouTube. I feel as though that's something we need more of, like reporting of the facts without necessarily like saying like, someone got in trouble. I don't want that. And I know a lot of other people probably don't want that. We want to stay informed and we want to support good people and we don't want to support bad things. But we also don't want to spend our lives in negativity. I guess that's kind of all I have to say. I hope I'm making an amount of sense. I'm not good at these ranty videos yet, I don't think. But I'm gonna try again in like a week or two, because I got another subject going on. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got something out of it. I think I did. I had a script, but it kind of went off. But thank you so much for watching. If you have any thoughts on this subject, let me know down below. And give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe down below if you want to see more videos from me. And I will see you on my next one. Hope you'll have a wonderful day. Bye.